Hello, welcome back to Tattoo's Cards and Games. This is round 2 of the Basingstoke Brawl, and on the left we have Sam Frost running a Fire Water Monster variant, and on the right we have Ash Avery, who is running a, I believe, yes, a warrior deck, or a warrior variant-esque deck, yes. I believe first turn has gone to Ash, so we'll see what he can do. Here we go. Okay, so paying 4, playing into a Larsa. Okay, so that's an easy decision. Discard a Larsa to play a Larsa. Target, I would assume, would be Tyvus in a warrior build. No, it's gone for Clive. Okay. I mean, that kind of, I suppose that kind of indicates to me that he must be holding a Tyvus. Okay, so here we go into Sam's Frost. Okay, so we're mirroring at the moment. We got a Larsa of his own. Let's see what it's going to bring him. Okay, so he fetches a realm. Makes a lot more sense for this deck. How many cards? So we got discarding 2 to play into a security officer and opting for the draw ability. I mean, I imagine he'd done that just to get that little bit ahead, because obviously he could have costed that on curve next turn. But I suppose, I mean, it's still, technically it only cost him 2. And we're back over to Ash Avery, so I imagine we're going to be slamming the forwards now. I suppose what a dream for him in his first turn to hit both of his Larsa. Turn 1 is such an easy, such an easy start. It's like, oh yeah, we'll just get rid of that to play that, and that's your ideal start, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so we're ditching a Sarah to play into a Lena. And just passing. Okay, so I don't see a world now where we don't see Realm this turn. Looking at his hand, it's, I suppose, it's optimal, it makes sense. Although just tapping 2 to play that Lena might be nice. I'm going to think about it. Yeah, so he's going for it. There we go, we see Realm. It looks like Ash has got the answer. Yep. So that's got to have hurt Sam because he discarded 2 and tapped 1 to play that. So now he's down to, what, 2 in hand? And he's lost a realm. Painful. Okay, let's see what's going on here. So let's see what Ash can do. Okay, so we're paying 3 here. So we're probably going to be playing into a Leo. Yep. So we're gonna get that search. Sorry, I mean draw. A little harder to see Ash's hand than Sam's. There we go. So there we go. See tap 2 to play the Lena. It's just probably trying to rebuild his hand there after that last Amat. Now Ash surely has to be holding some stuff by now. So well, I imagine we're going to see combat, and then we're going to see some forward slam down. Okay, 4, 5. Yeah, see, there's our Tyvas. Tyvas search. No response from Sam. Into Mog. Although I don't know if Sam's really going to be relying on much more search at this point, other than playing another realm, I suppose. Cancelling realm search is quite relevant. There we go, and we see first point of damage there, and it's a Sarah. So it looks like Sam just drew into the new Opus 25 Cloud. I wonder what we're going to see him do here. So, I mean, it looks like he's thinking about playing it already. Which, I mean, of course, he needs to do something. Oh, okay, so just play a security officer, do the 5k to the Mog. So I imagine Ash probably in response sacked the Mog to cancel any searches for the turn. This is when Warriors starts to become a bit of a problem, because now if you're not dealing with Tyvas, you're playing a forward for your opponent's playing a forward for free every turn, and Tyvas, he's a slippery character, because it's the time frames in which you can play those forwards in. So like you can use him to trick forwards in during combat, stuff like that. It looks like we've gone straight in with the Yuzuki with Tyvas, just to stop damage on those EXs, I guess. Because obviously this Yuzuki dictates that water forwards you control, when they're dealt damage it becomes 0, and water forwards you control, if it's dealt damage, reduce damage by 2k. So I mean, that's an instance where it makes sense to play her pre-combat. Anything else, obviously, you're obviously going to be playing post-combat. But yeah, it's a good spot for Yuzuki. I imagine this is really going to create some problems for Sam now. That is a ton of pressure, to be fair. Ash is putting on a ton of pressure right now. Just checking each other's break zones. Probably thinking about doing things, but wants to know what kind of response is left in his opponent's deck and potentially his opponent's hand. Let's see 2. Okay. Okay, so that's just 5k. 5k to 5k to the Leo. So that's going to see him dead and allow him to draw a card. Tap 1, playing into a Marlborough. Tapping another. Oh, paying 3, playing into a Witch. So he's going to draw for Witch. Okay, so it looks like what he's doing here now is he's sacking Marlborough for Witch's ability to deal 7k to the Tyvas, and then obviously Marlborough's other ability is that when he goes for the break zone, he blanks the board, and 3k reduces everything on your opponent's field. So that's going to completely get rid of the Tyvas. It's a shame really that he didn't have enough to reduce and finish off the Yuzuki as well, because I think although Tyvas is very slippery and well, let's face it, he's one of the best cards in the game at the moment. Although he is that, Yuzuki is a real problem for fire. Although Witch does make it that little bit easier, opting to reduce instead of damage. Right, so we're seeing here on Ash Avery's side, he's played into an Edgar. Edgar has rolled him to play into his Red 13. This is the Red 13 backup that when he enters, you can choose 1 forward and deal it 7k for the cost of discarding 1 card. So yeah, so when he enters field, discard a card. When you do so, choose forward, deal it 7k. So yeah, that's pretty nasty. That is bye-bye Witch. And then yeah, combat with Yuzuki. And now, yeah, see, I think we're back onto Sam's turn, I think. Yeah, it does look like he's thinking really hard about what to play out. And so, yeah, I think it was at 6 in hand, so it must be his turn. I mean, he's got some stuff. Like, it looks like he's holding another Witch. It looks like he's holding an Ifrit. But I mean, Witch with no monsters available doesn't feel great. And it looks like he is holding, from where I've been seeing his hand, it looks like an Avery. But I haven't seen anything else come through in his hand yet that can help cost that Avery out. So I mean, I guess he's kind of almost been holding it as a dead card because he wants it on field, but he doesn't really want to discard it for costing. Just having a look at his list here. Yeah, he's running 1 Avery, 1 Atomos. Yeah. I suppose maybe Avery is a Witch target. Sorry, a Witch target. I mean a Realm target that he's unfortunately drawn to hand early on. Anyway, so we see him play into a Luso. The Luso, he chooses chooses fire, searches out another security officer, plays into another security officer, gains uses the ability to draw a card. I mean, it's interesting. It's really interesting that he chose to Luso at this point. I'm not sure with his LBs if there may have been like a better option. Oh, now we're just going to see Ash's. It's just going to get nasty. So yeah, Clive primes, deals with the Luso. has haste, deals damage. Oof, that's 6 points. So although like we haven't seen a lot of the Tyvas on Ash's field, or even like any of the usual stuff like Axe Star, obviously we have seen the Mog, but I'm seeing he's just been keeping the pressure on Sam this whole game. Okay, so Sam playing into a goblin. So I believe this is the goblin that, when he enters the field, allows you to search for another goblin and add it to your hand. Yeah, so, and he's played another goblin. So here we go. He's played 2 out. I don't think the third one's going to come out. Okay, paying 3. Yeah, here we go. I almost forgot he was holding another witch. So yeah, we draw off the top. I imagine Yuzuki will be gone in a moment. I don't think he's going to hang around and wait. There we go. Goodbye, Yuzuki. But I mean, to be fair, Yuzuki, she's done her work. She's put in a point of damage. She's slowed down the play. Oh, and we see an S special Ifrit to kill Witch, which is forced to resolve the other monster as well. Let's see what Sam has to finish off the Ifrit, because it's had the 7k reduction. Imagine he could just play from his LB if he runs Zac. Yeah, he does. He could just play Zac now because Yuzuki's gone. Deal it the additional 3k and have a body. Let's see what he does. He could also play the Cloud. He could play the Cloud, deal it 8k, draw a card, or remove 2 from his opponent's break zone, whatever he wants to do. Okay, so he costs Brynhildir. I can't pronounce the bloody name. So he's dealt 5k, drawn a card. Interesting though. I get it, but I feel like that's a good opportunity to get value off of the Zac. I understand the draw a card, how appealing that is, I guess. Yeah, so now we're playing to Leo. Draw again. We've hit another Cloud. I think it's just time to get one of those Clouds down, because it's sitting at 6 points of damage, and only having Leo sit there to protect you, it doesn't feel great. Let's just see what the opponent is. Because I mean, Ash is running Surges as well, so having just one forward on field is pretty dangerous, because if Ash sees anything with haste, or anything he can give haste to, whatever, all he has to do is play Surges with it to dull the Leo. But fortunately, anyway, it looks like Ash has just built hand and passed turn, so let's see where Sam goes. Definitely interesting, because it's almost like they're both playing very slow. So maybe we'd call it fear of Amat. I mean, relevant fear. Like, Amat is prolific It looks like he's drawn into a... Is that an Opus 3 VV? Still holding that Avery. I would ditch that by now. I don't think there's time to hold Avery anymore. I would probably just lose that. I believe it is Avery. Let me just double check the list. Yeah, it's Avery. Okay, so here we go. Finally, we're tapping 3. It's got to be Cloud at this point. Yep, discarding a Cloud to play into a Cloud. Looks like he's gonna opt to use the remove 2 cards in your opponent's break zone and draw a card. Which other ability did he use? He didn't. Okay, so that's a really expensive Cloud just to use one of his abilities. But I suppose it's just where he is. Okay, no problem. Let's see. So he's played into a Clive as well, but no hand dump, so doesn't get to use the haste. So the tables have turned a little here now because Sam is sitting 5 backups, very colour costed, like very colour fixed, very comfortable, and 3 forwards. While Ash is just sitting at 4 backups. Lena being the only one which actually does anything. But he does have a heavy hand, so we can definitely see some stuff coming out. I suppose all we need to see is another Tyvas, because Tyvas will search Axstar. Axstar is just going to tie everything down. So, well, except the Leo. So, okay. So search Sarah. So he's going to search for a Job Prince or Job Princess to add to hand. Searches the Lena. And he has left his Lena stood up with a Larsa. So it does imply he could Lena special here. He's thinking about it because he's playing with his break zone. He just passes. I suppose he knows he can take some damage here. He doesn't have to rush anything. Sam holding another Clive there. I think it's a 2 and 2. Oh no, it runs 3 Clive and how many? 3 Clive and 3 Ifrits. I don't know if he's seen all of the Ifrits. Not that he's got a target on board at the moment. I just wonder if he actually has another Ifrit left to prime into. So I'm pretty sure there's one in the damage, and I'm Pretty sure there's one in the bin at least. Okay, tapping 3. So paying 5, playing into Tidus. Okay, here's a move. He's not paid the extra cost yet. It looks like Ash is responding, and he is ammatting the Tidus. So yeah, when Tidus enters the field, if you control 8 or more forwards and or backups, you may pay 3. I think at the moment what Sam's trying to work out is what auto is being responded to, but I suppose it's all one auto, isn't it? Till you pay the extra anyway. Yeah, because that's costed. Once it's costed, it's done. So yeah, you choose when Tidus enters field. So that's where you respond, leaving Tidus at 1. So yeah. So having that done to you twice, once with the round, once with the Tidus, it's defeating. It doesn't feel good. So here, yeah, go to combat step. Hits a Wade on the EX, finishing off that Tidus. No draw for Lena? Nope. Doesn't look like we got the Lena draw. I must have missed the trigger. Just discussing there what Piranha does. I think Ash wanted some clarity on what it does. And here we go. So there's the Lena S playing in the Axe Star. Oh, and we're going to see an Amat. Yeah. Like I said, it's prolific. So I think again they're just discussing what auto ability Amat is responding to, and I believe it's the dull and freeze. I'm not really sure what's going on here now. So tapping 2, discarding for 2. Oh no, we've paid 7. My bad. So we paid 7, gone straight into an Ifrit. Both the Cloud, combat, force block with the Clive. Okay, playing into Furion. Yeah, I think Sam, they're just noticing now that he missed the Lena trigger. Always have to see an Amat in the damage zone. So I imagine he's going to attack with the Piranha as well, and probably play out a forward, because he needs to get the points of damage in at this point. Yeah, I think he just overcosted for the Gal by mistake, because it's reduced by the Piranha. So yeah, so in comes Gal, leads with the blocker. So now, if Ash can deal with Gal, it's game. And we see Tyvas. Yeah, so that's going to be enough. Unfortunately, round 3 was lost during recording. So next game we'll go into, it will be round 4, and that will be coming up very soon. Glad you guys enjoyed it. Please like, follow, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys again soon. Yep, and there comes the Axe Star. That's just done and freeze and game. Right, thanks guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
That was some horror. Getting my first round man mattered, and then